The truth about weight loss, calorie deficit, and why you're not losing weight. Now this is like my favorite topic. Let's roll. I am Darius, this is Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube calorie deficit. Now, I have been dieting for years. I have so much knowledge when it comes to this. Now, there's this dude, I don't know who it is, anyway. I want to say they have like, what is it, like 10,000 calories, 6,000 calories a day, 10,000, some crazy number like that. And let me tell you about that. The American dream, one of them, is to sit at home and do nothing and make millions of dollars. The other one is to have the perfect body and eat as much food as you want. The money thing, we're not talking about that. But the food thing, the irony in it, there are some people who can do that. And it messes with us. Because I'm not one myself, and when I see it, I just get so jealous. I'm just like, oh, look at you. The thing is this, it's the anomaly, it's not the average. You have to base things off your personal self. And chances are, if you've been eating the way you are and you're overweight already, you're not one of the anomaly, you're probably part of the average. And there's nothing wrong with that. Me, myself, I am part of the average. I have to work extremely hard to keep the body that I have. There have been times I ate like crap and I still kept in the gym as I always have. And guess what? I continue to gain weight. And the people not understanding calorie deficit are the reasons they're not losing weight. Fat loss is so simple. Calorie deficit, calorie deficit, calorie deficit. Now, some people, when they switch over to eating whole foods, they know they start to lose weight. Well, guess what? You may not necessarily, probably, more than likely, you've put yourself at a calorie deficit, not to mention you're eating whole foods now. So your body is actually using more of the nutrients that you're getting out of your foods because you've replaced it from the processed foods that you were eating before. Have you ever heard you can eat whatever you want, but just in smaller portions? Oh yeah, because it's telling you to cut back the calories. That's the whole idea of the smaller portions. But when it comes to calorie deficit, like, you have to be smart about it. You have to be very smart. Tracking is key. I know tracking is very, very boring. It is, but it's key. I have a very boring menu. I eat the same things all the time, but I'm smart about it. The reason I eat the same things all the time is because I don't want to keep tracking all day. I already know if I eat 4 ounces of ground beef at 8315, I'm going to have a certain amount of calories. I'm going to have a certain amount of fat. I'm going to have a certain amount of protein because I continuously do it. And so a quick thing is this: your calorie deficit goes off of calories burned versus calories eaten. It's very, very simple. There's no need for like a magic pill or anything of that nature, because all that stuff is really, it's a waste of money. I remember I used to spend like $300 a month in GNC and I wasn't getting results. I went to spend $0 a month in GNC and just focus on my food intake, and I had results like crazy. Let me explain to you an easy way to do a calorie deficit. When I speak to people and they're first starting on a diet, what they tend to do is they mess this up. They create too much of a deficit at one time. They go from eating cheeseburgers and pizzas and all these types of things, and then all of a sudden they're 220, 230 pounds, and then they start eating for someone who's 115 pounds the next day, and they think they're gonna stick to it. They're starving, okay? Like, there's no way in the world you're gonna stick to your diet, and food is literally everywhere you turn. If you're anywhere in the city like I am, and not even a block up the road, Domino's Pizza's right there. Across from Domino's Pizzas, there's Little Caesars. Behind Little Caesars is a shopping center with a grocery store. Beside the grocery store, there's a Chinese place. Inside the grocery store, they sell subs, they sell chicken, whole soul food, I guess you want to call it. It's like southern comfort food, macaroni and cheese and things like that. And it's a grocery store, so it's full of food, snacks and things like that. So you're telling me I'm gonna walk around starving like that when all this abundance of food is right there in my face? Not gonna happen. There's no chance. If you're 220, 230, you're probably eating enough for someone that's 260, 270. So simply just eating for your weight, that is more than enough. And then what you do gradually over time, You don't cut your calories by something like 500 I've seen people cut their calories by like 500 calories a day. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Son, you're gonna be starving. That's a little too much. What you wanna do is you wanna create a comfortable deficit when you're lowering your calories week by week by week. And a comfortable deficit can vary. Now, one thing I will say, since you are in a calorie deficit, there will be some uncomfortable days. There will be some uncomfortable moments, but you should never be starving to the sense where you can't control yourself. To me, there's willpower control, and then there's survival. Now, when it's just willpower, it's just kind of like, oh no, they got cookies in the break room. Should I or shouldn't I? That's willpower. That's hard in itself. But then when you put your body in survival mode and your body feels like it's dying, that's a problem. Those people out there on the internet, they're sitting there telling you that calories don't matter. Son, it's a lie. Like, don't believe that. What you want to do is create a comfortable deficit, work your way down slowly, and then build from there. A great app that I use, or well, website, is Chronometer. Chronometer is wonderful. They have an awesome list of, they have just about everything up there when it comes to foods that they sell in the grocery store. You can just type the brand name in and more than likely it's gonna come up. They have just about, shoot, unless you make it yourself, they have all the brands when it comes to the keto foods. They have all of those up there. All the great ingredients. They have the brands of coconut oil, ghee, avocado oil. They have all these brands broken down up there in the macros, and you can just look at the label and verify that they're correct. Now when you plug them in, they're also going to break down the nutrients that you're getting, and you can play with those. A quick little tip when it comes to a calorie deficit that I use myself. Suppose when you first start, you set your calories to, let's say, 2,000. All right, that's just throwing out a number. What you play with is your macros. Play with your macros a little bit. If you're sitting here and you're eating your fat at 30, protein at 25, and your carbohydrates at 5, well, I'm a little hungry. Okay, well, let's see if I skew my protein to, let's say, 30, put my fat at 65, and then leave my carbohydrates at 5. Okay, well, I feel a little better. All right, well, you might want to skew it a little more. Okay, well, no, I'm not seeing any changes. All right, let's either lower your fat or your protein and bring your carbs up a little bit. Then let's see how you feel. What people don't teach you is keto is ketosis. It's a state of the body. And some people in ketosis can handle more carbohydrates than others. Regardless of what you read, I promise you, there is somebody out there right now eating 50 net carbs a day and they're still in ketosis. And then there's somebody who can't eat 20 grams of carbs a day and they won't be in ketosis. Their threshold may be even lower. It truly boils down to the person and what makes you feel good. Focus on your goals. If you have any questions regarding calorie deficit, how to use it, how to work around it, you can hit me up on Instagram if you want to keep it more private, or in the comment section. The comment section isn't going to be the best way to contact me because I can only do it at certain times, like I have to be home, but the internet goes with me as far as Instagram. It's on my phone, like most America. Like, I'm so special, like I got Instagram on my phone, y'all. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Because if you're looking for recipes, I definitely got those. I know a little bit of, you know, I be on my ones and twos when it comes to baking, you know what I'm saying? I am Darius, this is Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. And I am out. What is that? I am signing off. I am Darius, this is Sugarless Crystal. Jesus Christ.